And then for the finish, Toni Storm beat Baker. And then Baker got heat on Storm and wiped some of her blood on her. At least she leans into these things. Jamie Hayter runs down like she's going to make a save and joins Britt Baker in beating up Toni Storm. And they beat up the babyfaces forever. And then finally music played. And as soon as the word Saraya came up on the screen, the place went ballistic because I don't even know if they would have cheered if that had happened in a WWE building, because none of the WWE fans would have known probably what Paige's real name was. Well, maybe the most devoted. But these fans, they're the smart ones. They knew it was Paige, and boy, the place comes apart, and the heels bail out of the ring, and the fans go crazy, and Paige walks into the ring and walks around the ring and smiles at the people, and that was it. So she's here, but has she been cleared to wrestle? If she hasn't been cleared to wrestle, then what's she going to do here? Because she had history in the WWE. They wanted her to be an ambassador. The movie that came out, they wanted her to promote that. There was things outside the ring that she could do there. What can she do outside the ring here if she's not cleared to wrestle? And if she has been cleared to wrestle, then why did the WWE let her get away? She's not with Alberto Del Maniac anymore. She's not, he's not shoving the Colombian marching powder up her fucking schnoz anymore. She's not having public meltdowns. So if she was cleared to wrestle and could wrestle, how did the WWE let her get away? If she's not been cleared to wrestle, and we have never heard that was the case in the past, 3 or 4 years that she's been out, then what's she going to do here? Your thoughts?
I'll bet Tony didn't even ask her to take a physical before signing her, based on the way Tony does things.
What kind of fucking moron would you have to? That would be like, so, okay, Christopher Reeve, we'd like to sign you to wrestle for us. The most famous publicized injury of the past 5 years, one of them would have to be Paige's. And that she was not only out after surgery, but then came back to wrestle and just took a double-footed kick to the back and was down and unable to move and has been disqualified from wrestling ever since. You would have to be a complete lunatic to sign a wrestler under those circumstances without having them check to see if they can wrestle. So what's going on here? And boy, I'll tell you another thing. If Paige paid close attention to that match, she's got to be thinking, holy fuck, this is worse than a shoot. I don't want to get involved with these people. I'll go back up to the other place and be safely paralyzed instead of this shit looks like it hurts.
Well,
anyway,
the place went nuts for her, like you said.
Yes.
Now, this was an audience that was looking for surprises. Tony Khan had said there would be surprises on the show, so people were expecting it. And she did have a lot of goodwill with wrestling fans, because when WWE first started treating women's wrestling seriously, she was one of the stars in NXT before they even brought her up to the main roster. So, to the longtime fans of women's wrestling, it means something to them that she's there. Now, the question of what she could do, I can't imagine she could wrestle. She was a commissioner of sorts, or what, GM, I think, for Raw for one of their shows, or SmackDown. I don't know if it's that. Now, we have heard that Tony trademarked All Elite Women?
All Elite Women. And he needs some more of them then, doesn't he? Because he's got a lot of women, but most of them aren't elite. And here's the thing, if she's had this injury history, these able-bodied girls are fucking hospitalizing themselves on a regular basis.
I think the bigger issue is that the women's division is a mess. The booking of it is a mess. The management of it is a mess. Too many people getting hurt. Too many people being allowed to go in the ring and do things that, I hate to steal from Dusty, but things that don't know how to do. An idea that just doesn't work. The matches fall apart. Hayter's good, and Serena's good. There's a few. Britt's got a great personality, but if she's in there with the wrong person, she gets hurt. If she's in there with the right person, she has a good match. The whole division is a mess. I mean, I almost hope there really is a dedicated show for Tony to have just the women's division and try to trim away some of the fat, try to help some of the people that need to get better, and try to do this right. Because just throwing these matches in the middle of the show, they kill the audience. It's every show. They kill the audience. It's every single Dynamite. At what point do you recognize that and go, you know what? The way we're doing this is not working. Even if we're going to get a big pop. Go bring out Bull Nakano, you get a big pop. Bring in anyone, you'll get a big pop. But it has to be bigger than that. You have to have a purpose to your division, and right now there's none.
Well, and here's the thing also, All Elite Women, Ring of Honor, AEW. AEW's got 2 TV shows. Nobody watches one of them anymore because it's an afterthought. Ring of Honor is a promotion that exists in Tony's mind and in some segments of his television program. Now they want to do a whole program based on one of the worst women's divisions in modern history. Good luck with all of that.